마쳤고요. 드디어
We will
스위스
draw the
스테이지에
first
진출한
draw for
16개
Pool 1
팀이
against Pool
모두
4 before
가려지게
continuing
됐습니다.
to the Pool 2
진출한
and
팀들에게
Pool
다시
3.
한번
Same region is not
인사를
able to be
올립니다.
matched up in round
스위스
1,
스테이지
and the draw
1라운드
order may not
대진
reflect the order
추첨식을
in which the
여러분의
games
뜨거운
will
박수와
be
함께
played.
시작하겠습니다.
For today's draw, the teams are divided into 4 pools. Pool 1 consisting of Gen G, JDG, G2, and NRG. In Pool 2, we have T1, BLG, Mad Lions, and Cloud9. Pool 3 has KT, LNG, Fnatic, and Team Liquid, and Pool 4 has Dom1, WBG, GAM, and BDS.
1시드와 4시드, 2시드와 3시드가 맞붙게 되고요.
I'm excited to see it. I mean, this is what it's all about. Just a lot of talk about JDG and Gen G, like the top teams going into Seed 1. I'm excited to see who they're going to be facing off right from the get-go. Any teams you're excited for?
I'm looking at Pool 3 at LNG. You know, they're one of my favorites. I've always been a hardcore LNG fan, even when I was casting that region for half a year in the LPL. And honestly, they've been taking JDG to 5 games multiple times, even beating out BLG. So I'm kind of seeing them as a dark horse in Pool 3 where people might get scared of them.
They definitely made the right pickups going into Summer Split, picking up Gala. Scout's been out playing insane. For me, it's going to be T1. They had trials and tribulations throughout the split. Faker came back and righted a lot of wrongs for the team, and now they're here in Pool 2, so nice to see how they end up performing in homeland territory.
Oh yeah, that would be a big one, Faker. But now we're going to send it down to Seoul with Hejibe to meet our draw show guest. Live translation will be provided by Ji-sun Park.
To help the Swiss stage draw, everyone, please welcome the LCK's legendary support, Mara. He's the champion of Worlds 2014, hosted in Korea, and the first ever support player to win Worlds MVP.
네, 마타님 인사 한번 부탁드릴게요.
Welcome, Mara.
저는 전
Hello, everyone.
서포터 마타입니다.
I'm Mara, former League of Legends professional player.
네, 월드 챔피언십 MVP인 마타님을 모셔보고
It is our honor to invite you to the draw show.
시작해 보도록 하겠습니다. 마타님 오늘 이렇게 대진 추첨 함께 해주신
Mara,
소감 어떠신가요?
How do you feel? Are you
항상
ready?
이제 집에서만 이제 보는 입장이었는데
I've always just watched it from home. Now that I can do the draw, I think this is a great opportunity for me.
한중전을 최대한 목표로
I'm looking forward to making a lot of LCK versus LPL matchups. I came here like early this morning and I was watching all 9 games today, and I want to make BDS to meet Gen G or JDG if possible. And Mara, I want to hear your thoughts on the Swiss stage, a new format. Yeah, this is a completely new format, and starting from round 2, we can have like regional matchups, so I think it's gonna be a lot more interesting than before. I cannot wait to have all the draw results. And as Worlds is being hosted in Korea, we are featuring a special and traditional item for the draw. These are called 복주머니, the bags on the stand. It is Korea's traditional pouch, meaning fortune pouch. For competitive integrity, Mara, do you want to make some change or shuffle the bags? Here we go. Another swap.
세 번째 풀도 가나요?
혜진님이 한번 뽑아주시면.
그렇다면 저는 이렇게 한번 바꿔볼게요.
And then Heji also making some changes.
마타님이 마지막.
Mara, you want to go for the last one?
1번, 3번 위치를 또 한번 바꿔봤습니다.
There we have it
자, 그렇다면
all.
저희가 공정성을 조금 더 더하기 위해서
But
여기
before
정말
we
많은
actually
분들이 있기 때문에
start,
이거 바꿔주세요. 라고
is there
크게
anyone
외쳐주시면
in the
저희가 한번
audience
바꿔보도록 하겠습니다.
who would like to
원하시는
join
거
us
있으시면
as
손
well?
크게 이야기해 주세요. 이렇게 조용할 수가.
Everyone is being super quiet. Anyone want to make a change?
얘기해 주세요. 2번 풀에 1번과 3번.
Pool 2, number 2, number 1 and 3. They reset Mara's change.
네, 여기.
And last one?
여자분. 4번 풀에 1번과
Pool 4,
4번의 자리를
number 1 and 4.
자, 이렇게 해서 저희가 정말 공정하게 많은 분들의
Now
의견을
we are ready to start the draw.
자, 그렇다면 이제 복주머니 위치도 바뀌었겠다.
Mara, let's get started.
볼까요? 자, 그럼 본격적으로 스위스 스테이지 1라운드 대진 추첨을 시작하도록 하겠습니다. 마타님 먼저 1번 풀 첫 번째 팀부터
To
추천해
see what we've got up here first, the first team of the Swiss stage draw. Motto, what's it gonna be?
What we getting now?
The suspense is killing me. We've got Gen G. Of course, we got to kick it off with Gen G.
Number one coming out from Korea, of course, and maybe not the favorites, but I think a lot of people see them as contenders for JDG after an MSI where Korea couldn't really contest with the LPL. I think a lot of people are looking towards Gen G in terms of trying to stop that golden road to happen.
Slow and steady wins the race, carried by Jovi and Taze. My boys NRG getting on there, so gonna be the second team picked here.
It's going to be easy in the beginning with the pool ones. We don't really have to contest in the beginning. We just get the order for them here. Is it going to be a G2?
I'm thinking it's G2 coming in right here.
Yeah, we're going pretty fast here.
We're just blitzing through it. I absolutely love it, and it is G2. How did we know?
We're just
That's crazy.
Wait, don't make it sound so sarcastic.
No, it's not like that. It's not like that. I promise. I promise. Yeah, of course, G2 also the number ones, dominating pretty much all year long, apart from a small slip in spring. But they are looking very good. The final team, of course, from the LPL will be JDG to round out our pool.
Yeah, I'm looking to finish the golden road for that team. As you can see, this is the round matches what we've seen so far of our first seed teams.
And now the next forward drawing, these are going to be their opponents going across here. So Mata, which one's he going to go for here? He's debating.
Craziest one you can get is a Weibo.
Let's see. The suspense is killing me.
지금 팬분들이 원하는 팀을 막 불러주고 계신데요. 과연 어떤 팀일지.
He really likes to take his time, doesn't he?
He is. He's getting the peak first. He likes this one.
All right off the bat. Love to see that. So that'll be Gen G versus Gam to start things off.
Immediately, Levi is not getting his way. He's getting one of the hardest opponents you can get.
That's going to be difficult. I believe the second team we drew was NRG. We'll see what we've got here for Mata in his hands. These pool 4 teams, so a BDS could be here. We've also got Weibo.
That one is the hardest one you can get for sure, outside of like D+ gaming actually. So, well, I'm looking forward to that Dokle the Shy matchup.
That's a good one. I think Kadril is also looking forward to that one.
He's looking for the Shy versus any matchup.
Yeah, pretty sure. Oh my God, that's certainly a way to sort of enter into the world stage, getting to go up against Superstar up there.
That's a storied matchup. Multiple quarterfinals between G2 and Damwon Gaming. You know, going back and forth, but doable.
And now for the final matchup here versus JDG. I don't know if you can fill in the blanks of what's been left open here, but that's BD. Yes.
What better way to start the golden road?
Oh yeah, BDS in there.
Let's see, how does 369 deal with Darius, Garen? I want to answer that
Honestly,
question.
yeah, any matchup BDS goes into, top lane's going to be awesome. But now we move on to Pool 2 for our next 4 teams. They'll, of course, be facing against the 4 teams from Pool number 3. The middle of the road here. Any chances to break in towards the top, but you might recognize perhaps a T1 as a team that some people might know floating around here.
Yeah, and just to remind, Pool 2 does consist of T1, BLG, Fnatic, and Cloud9. Just for a refresh of memory there.
It's funny because T1, Fnatic, C9 used to always be the group of death that we would draw every single time. Like that was always Group C, the absolute bloodbath. Now in round 1, all 3 of those teams will be avoiding each other to face off against the Pool 3 reps.
Let's see what he's going for right now. One of the most demonic matchups you can get here is a T1 versus LNG.
Ooh.
I mean, I'm a different way than you. T1 is there, but there is a possibility of a Messiah rematch between T1 and Mad Lions, which for a lot of people might be even more interesting.
Yeah. Look, if your bedtime is important to you and you want to go to bed early, that's a very good matchup for you. If you want to see a lot of League, it's not a great match.
Yes.
I'm liking Redemption. It could be a Redemption angle for the boys.
I always like a good redemption angle. Reminder that teams from the same region cannot play in the first round here. So that'll be important when we move over into pool number 3, but that'll be Cloud9 coming in as the second match out of pool 2.
Yeah, they were quite disappointed finishing second in the fashion that they did for how they dominated during the regular season. So boot camp is the biggest focus for them to see if they can get any better going into the tournament.
BLG and Fnatic left.
And it'll be BLG. coming in from the LPL here. So now we don't have any matchups yet. We're just drawing the 4 teams first, and then the pool 3 teams will have to face off against them. But of course, last should end up being Fnatic here, and it is this team coming in with mixed expectations. Of course, towards the end of the season finals, Wonder came in as an emergency substitute for Fnatic, so they are a bit of an unknown quantity. That will be the final matchup here between Pool 2 and 3. Now we can go ahead and draw the matchup, starting with T1's opponent in the first round.
This is where it gets exciting. Once again, KT Rolster, LNG, Mad Lions, and Team Liquid left in the pool 3.
꼭 LNG를 뽑고 싶은데
Which matchup are you interested in for this one? We already talked about the LNG and Mad matchup. I want to see KT. They made it difficult. Obviously cannot be played against T1. If they do get picked, they would have to be bumped down to C9. Something like that.
I could see a world where a T1 versus TL might be a little bit spicy. I'm sorry to put that on your plate.
I am crying.
Who will be the stronger team? Yeah, that is a tough one to draw right off the rip. But you're gonna, if you want to win it all, you're gonna have to go through T1 at some point. You would have to imagine. Second matchup here. Who's it gonna be?
The matchups there are exciting.
Not gonna the answer is Mad Lions.
So we do get an EU versus NA again. It's Cloud9
Ooh.
against Mad Lions.
Hold on.
How many times?
Who's Mad Lions mid laner?
That is Niski.
Ooh, that's kind of a fun little matchup, isn't it?
You'll love to see that.
Niski versus the former team over in Cloud9. Couldn't have asked for a better one. Unfortunately, we can't get Fnatic versus Team Liquid. That would have given us the perfect back-to-back NA versus EU. But the third team being drawn here by Mata will be LNG.
So
they would have to face Fnatic, is my understanding, because they cannot go up against BLG.
Yes. Of course, again, if you are just joining us, teams from the same region cannot face off in the first round of Swiss Stage. After that, anything's game. First round, not going to happen. So it will be KT going up against BLG with the swap over to Fnatic and LNG. To close the draw, we will be sending it back over to Heiji with translations from Ji-san.
Now let's take a look at the final result.
그리고 징동과 BDS 대결 이미 준비가 되어 있고요. 그리고 2시드와 3시드도 확인해 보겠습니다. T1과 팀 리퀴드 그리고 C9과